If you often feel exhausted after eating, your mind feels foggy as if covered in mist. Your belly feels hard and stores fat even though you don't eat much. Or your body feels inflamed, heavy, and low on energy. Then there's one very uncomfortable truth I need to tell you plainly right now. Your problem is not your age. It's not because you have a slow metabolism. And it's not because you lack willpower. The real culprit silently destroying your body every single day is insulin resistance. What makes it dangerous is this. Insulin resistance does not cause pain. It does not cause fever. It does not knock you down overnight. Instead, it quietly stores fat around your liver, heart, and pancreas, steals your energy, disrupts your hormones, and slowly pushes your body toward obesity, prediabetes, high blood pressure, sexual dysfunction, and chronic inflammation. While most people have no idea they are suffering from it. I don't know this from textbooks. I know it because I was once its victim. There was a period in my life when I was in the worst state imaginable. I was obese, not just physically, but mentally. I felt exhausted immediately after eating. My entire body was inflamed. I had high blood pressure, and I even suffered from erectile dysfunction despite being very young. I went to see doctors, and do you know what happened? Not a single person asked me, how many times a day do I eat? No one ever mentioned the words insulin resistance. What I received instead was medication for blood pressure, medication for blood sugar, medication for sexual dysfunction, one pill for each symptom, but no one addressed the root cause. And what shocked me the most was this. When I, still very young, described that I felt tired after eating, slept enough yet remained exhausted, and constantly had an inflamed, bloated abdomen, the doctors didn't believe me. I was treated as if I were imagining my own problems. If you've ever felt there's something wrong with my body, but no one is listening, I want you to know this. You are not alone. Out of that desperation, I began to research, experiment, and observe my body, not with willpower, but with physiology. And I discovered something that completely changed my life. I didn't need to eat less. I didn't need to exercise more. I didn't need medication. What I needed was to fix how my insulin and hormones were functioning. I applied 5 very simple changes. No money, no extremes. And within just a few months, I lost over 80 pounds of fat. My body fat dropped from 34% to single digits. My energy returned, inflammation disappeared. And most importantly, I've maintained these results for 18 years. The single most important thing I want you to remember from the very beginning of this video is this. You do not have a weight problem. Weight is just a symptom. The real problem is insulin and hormones. In the next section, I'll begin sharing the first change. A change that can reverse insulin resistance faster than keto or fasting, and one that almost no doctor ever tells you about. Healthy. Snacking is silently destroying your insulin. Here's a truth that shocks most people the first time they hear it. It's not sugar alone that raises insulin. It's eating too many times per day. I used to be exactly like you. I believed that eating many small meals would keep metabolism active. Healthy snacks would help control blood sugar. Whenever you feel hungry, you must eat immediately or your energy will crash. Sound familiar? I ate almonds. I ate nuts. I drank protein shakes. I ate a few berries because they're low in sugar. I drank kombucha because it's good for the gut. But what I didn't realize was this. Every single time food enters your mouth, no matter how small, insulin is released. Insulin doesn't care whether the food is healthy or not. Insulin only cares whether food is coming in. And when I looked back, I realized I was doing something extremely dangerous. I was triggering insulin more than 17 times a day. What does that mean? It means my body never got a break. Insulin never had a chance to drop. And when insulin doesn't drop, fat never gets burned. I thought I was taking care of my metabolism. In reality, I was training my body to become a sugar-burning machine. And when you burn sugar constantly, you feel tired after eating. You get hungry again very quickly. You never access your stored body fat. This is exactly why people say, I eat very little, but I'm still fat. I eat healthy, but I can't lose weight. It's not because you're eating the wrong foods, it's because you're eating at the wrong frequency. What made me angriest was this. Not a single doctor ever asked me, how many times do you eat per day? Instead, they only said, we have medication for blood pressure. We have medication for blood sugar. We have medication for sexual dysfunction. No one told me that. Every time I snacked, I was pouring more fuel onto the fire of insulin resistance. So what did I do? I didn't eat less. I didn't count calories. I made just one single change. I ate 2 to 3 complete meals per day, and I completely stopped eating between meals. And what happened almost immediately was this. I had more energy. I no longer felt crushed with fatigue after eating. My digestion improved dramatically. My belly became less bloated, less inflamed. My body finally got a chance to breathe. Eating late at night is stealing your fat-burning hormones. I used to eat dinner very late, some days at 9 p.m., some days at 10 p.m. Then I would add a little snack before bed. And I couldn't understand why. I slept 7 or 8 hours, but still woke up exhausted. I woke up with a bloated belly and a puffy face. I felt hungry, irritable, and uncomfortable the moment I opened my eyes. I told the doctors about this, but no one ever asked me one very basic question. Do you eat close to bedtime? Later, when I dug deeply into physiology, I finally understood what was happening. After the sun goes down, insulin sensitivity drops by 30–50%. The same meal when eaten at night raises blood sugar higher, triggers a stronger insulin response. And the worst part is this. Nighttime insulin shuts off growth hormone, HGH. HGH is not just a hormone for athletes or young people. It is the most powerful fat-burning hormone, a key anti-aging hormone, a hormone that repairs muscles and cells. People pay thousands of dollars every month to inject HGH. But you can increase HGH naturally with one very simple decision. Close the kitchen at least 3 hours before bedtime. When you eat too close to sleep, the liver has to digest food instead of detoxifying. The liver cannot burn fat. The body cannot repair cells. No wonder you wake up exhausted, feel like you slept but didn't recover, are always hungry in the morning. What happened in the first week after I stopped eating 3 hours before bed? Morning blood sugar improved. Deep sleep increased noticeably. Inflammation dropped. Back pain and joint pain decreased quickly. And for the first time in many years, I started burning fat while sleeping. I woke up, looked in the mirror, and my belly was flatter. Not because I ate less, but because my hormones were finally allowed to work properly. Action for you today. If you go to bed at 11 p.m., stop eating after 8 p.m. Give your body a runway to enter fat-burning mode. After fixing how often I ate and when I ate, my body began to respond. But it wasn't until I applied the third change that everything truly shifted. And it sounds so simple that many people don't believe it works. I walked after every meal, not running, not the gym, not high-intensity cardio, just 10–20 minutes of light walking. But the physiology behind it is extremely powerful. After a meal, glucose floods into the bloodstream. Normally, the body must release insulin. Push glucose into cells, and if insulin is already high, the excess goes into fat. But when you walk after eating, something different happens. Active muscles pull glucose directly without needing insulin. In other words, insulin doesn't need to rise as high. Blood sugar doesn't spike as much, fat is spared. Studies show walking after meals can reduce the insulin response by up to 30%. When I started doing this, I no longer felt crushed with fatigue after meals. Afternoon sugar cravings disappeared. Digestion improved dramatically. The liver began releasing fat, inflammation dropped. I call this the lowest effort, highest biological return lever. Your action step. After every meal, walk at least 10 minutes. If you're busy, after your largest meal of the day, walk 20 minutes. Don't sit down. Let your muscles work instead of insulin. After mastering the first 3 changes, my insulin levels began to stabilize. But I still felt it wasn't enough. I needed something that didn't just control insulin, but repaired my cells from the inside. That's when I implemented 24-hour water fasting once per week. Not to suffer, but to give my body time to clean house. When you fast long enough, insulin drops to its lowest levels. The body activates autophagy, the cellular self-cleaning process. But even more important for insulin resistance is mitophagy, repairing and renewing mitochondria. Mitochondria are like the energy batteries of your cells. When mitochondria are damaged, fat burning is weak. When mitochondria are healthy, energy rises and fat falls. A 24-hour fast is like Pac-Man is cleaning out cellular junk, removing broken parts, replacing the batteries. The benefits I noticed: much clearer thinking, deep reduction in inflammation, better liver function, a massive spike in growth hormone, HGH. Studies show men, HGH increases by 1,000%. Women increases by 300%. This is the most powerful fat-burning, anti-aging tissue repair hormone. How I do it: choose 1 day per week. Eat dinner Sunday at 6 p.m. Eat Monday at 6 p.m. During the fast, water, coffee, or tea. Flavorless electrolytes. No food, no snacks. This is not extreme, this is biology. After insulin dropped, inflammation calmed, and energy returned. I added the final missing piece. High-intensity sprints, extremely short duration. Not for weight loss, but to reprogram your cells. Just 20 seconds of all-out sprinting can increase HGH by up to 450%, dramatically improve insulin sensitivity, activate mitochondrial biogenesis, creating more new energy batteries. More mitochondria, you burn more calories even while sitting still. Sprinting helps reduce visceral fat, balance cortisol, improve mood and energy. Protocol: 20 seconds all-out sprint, 90 seconds rest, 3 rounds 2 times per week. If your joints are weak, cycling, swimming, rowing machine. There's no excuse not to do this. This realization completely changed how I view health. You don't lose weight to get healthy. You get healthy, and then the weight falls off. Obesity is not the cause. It is the consequence. The real causes are chronically high insulin, chronic inflammation, hormonal imbalance. These 5 changes require no calorie counting, no medication, no money, no iron willpower, just the right timing and the right habits. Remember these 5 shifts. Stop snacking. Stop eating 3 hours before bed. Walk after meals 24-hour fast once per week. Sprint 1 to 2 times per week. You are not broken. Your metabolism is simply being misdirected. Fix the signals and your body will do the rest. If you found this video helpful, share it with someone you care about. And remember, this is not weight loss advice. This is a guide to fixing the root cause of health.